So if you pray, be specific what you pray for. Thank you so much. We have our sponsors, like they've been saying. We've got MTN, Netbank, Jam, and also Coca-Cola. So we'll start with messages of support from our sponsors. We'll start with MTN, Miss Busi Dlamini, Sibakulu, Ndlovu, Siyabonga.
His Worship the Mayor, Councillor Kaunda, all councillors present, management of eThekwini Municipality, educators present, parents that are present, school principals that are present, co-sponsors, a special acknowledgement of the learners that are here today. I'd like to greet you all. My name is Busi Dlamini. I work for MTN as an enterprise business unit manager. And today, I stand before you as one of the sponsors that has collaborated or partnered with eThekwini Municipality, I think for a number of years now, in regards to sponsoring the
I've got a bursary, I can do whatever. He did his best on his studies, and today he's a doctor. I think he got his doctor degree at medical school, because I can see UKZN there. His name is Kwanele Kuzwayo, Dr. Kwanele Kuzwayo. Can we give him a big round of applause? Our success story for 2021. Ukuthi nimbone ukuthi nani ningakwenza lokhu, asimshalele inye ihlombe. Another big round of applause. Wow.
So, Gwanele Kuzwayo. I finished my degree last year. I did medicine at UKZN, currently at Prince Mshieni. So as you can see, I'm in my hospital uniform because it was a last-minute arrangement and I had to come here. I'd like to begin by introducing myself and sharing my background. I mean, some of the students might actually resonate with the message that I've prepared for them. So I'm Gwanele Kuzwayo. I was born in Ozwatini. I grew up there, attended a public school there, and also went to a public high school, which was a quintile 3 or quintile 4. I didn't know what I was going to do when with advancing my tertiary studies. I just didn't know how I was going to pay, and I was approached by the eThekwini municipality team. They approached my teachers. They wanted the top 50, and that's how I knew how I was going to pay for my education. So with success stories, you usually want to, with the ones that I've heard in the past, you usually want to hear a lot of hardships. Varsity, I didn't have any hardships. In terms of financial hardships, I've seen and I've met a lot of people who had a lot of financial hardships, but thanks to all the sponsors, thanks to eThekwini municipality for funding, I didn't have all of those challenges. Nokulunga used to email us and say, if you have any outstanding fees, just email us, we'll pay. So I'm very, very grateful for that. And so for the the students, okay, to the students, the class of 2021. I'm also a class of 2021 in the undergraduate degree at UKZN. I'd like to congratulate yourself. You've done very well, for yourself. It's a huge achievement. Don't undervalue it, right? Don't underestimate yourselves. This is a huge achievement. I mean, if you've survived one of the, I'd say, the greatest threats to society, which is a COVID pandemic, you can survive anything. And varsity is actually kind of similar in terms of studying. There's a lot of uncertainties which you found yourself having to grapple with. There's a lot of uncertainties. Sometimes you do go to class, sometimes you don't go to class. You just have to have a lot of discipline. And for you guys to actually be here, that means you've had that discipline. And I'd like you to take a moment to just clap for yourselves for this huge achievement. So to equip yourself, to equip you guys, I just wrote down a few points I'd like to share with you in terms of, going forward for your varsity life, right? So when you start this year, right, whichever course you'll be embarking on, I'd like to invite you guys to have an academic mentor, right? So all of the things that I'd like you guys to have is just under, the guise of surrounding yourself with the right people, with the people who want what's best for you, right? So in varsity, as I've said, it requires a lot of discipline in terms of just being consistent, just showing up, right? So you have to attend your classes, you have to do your assignments and assessments on time, and also with having an academic mentor, they'll help you with your studies, how to study effectively, because, I was one of the people who were here, right? I thought, I have everything figured out, but varsity, can be very different. You'll definitely need someone who's going to teach you how to study the right way, even though you've accomplished everything you've accomplished. So get yourself an academic mentor, and as part of taking care of your mind and body, many varsities provide a peer wellness mentor. So those are the people that look after your mind. You have to see those campus therapists, so that you can just be in the right space of mind, and you can perform well academically. And lastly, just have a life mentor, someone you always look up to, right? Whom you aspire and you draw a lot of inspiration from. So that every decision that you take at varsity, because you don't have that guidance, that parental guidance, that's gonna say, don't do this, don't do that, do that. So you just have to have, that person whom you can mold your life, around, and just say, this is what I want to do. And with that person that I look up to, do what I'm about to do, right? In terms of going out and partying, in terms of bunking your classes, you just have to have that person that you look up to. Yeah. So that was what I had prepared for you, just to equip you for your varsity life. And again, thanks to the sponsors, and thanks to eThekwini Municipality for having me here. I thank you very much.
Oh, great advices. Can you give me another big round of applause? I congratulate my brother to be a doctor in real life. Many people, they said they wanted to be doctors when they were growing up. Like my friend, he wanted to be a doctor, but today he's a patient. But at least he's still at the hospital. Because what is important is the environment, the destination. Some priests even say, if you pray, be specific. Don't say, I want to stay at Westfield, because you'll be arrested and you'll be sent to Westfield prison. So if you pray, be specific what you pray for. Thank you so much. We have our sponsors, like they've been saying. We've got MTN, Nedbank, Jam, and also Coca-Cola. So we'll start with messages of support from our sponsors. We'll start with MTN, Miss Busi Dlamini, Sibakulu, Ndlovu, Siyabonga.
His Worship the Mayor, Councillor Kaunda, all councillors present, management of eThekwini Municipality, educators present, parents that are present, school principals that are present, co-sponsors, a special acknowledgement of the learners that are here today. I'd like to greet you all. My name is Busi Dlamini. I work for MTN as an enterprise business unit manager. And today, I stand before you as one of the sponsors that has collaborated or partnered with eThekwini Municipality, I think for a number of years now, in regards to sponsoring the high achievers in the matriculant in the past years. Education for us in MTN is one of the pillars that we hold very high and that we always want to get involved in, because obviously we believe that education is the key. So today, I want to congratulate all the matriculants that have done well. You have made us proud as eThekwini. You have made us proud as parents. You've made us proud as colleagues, as sisters and as brothers. And we look up to you. We have brothers and sisters who are still looking up to you for what you are going to be doing for the years ahead. My message to you today is you need to follow your dreams. But don't forget your heart's desires, because everyone has a God-given talent. And if you can marry, or if you can align your dreams with your God-given talents, then you have won. I implore you to go and fetch your life. And while you're fetching your life, I would like you to get an MTN SIM card, so that you'll be able to bring the world closer to you, and your dreams will be much closer. Thank you.
That was short and sweet. Thank you so much. Another round of applause for MTN, Miss Busi Dlamini. How many who are using MTN right here? Show of hands, MTN users. And then there are those people who are dual SIM card. Yo, guys, 2 SIM card per person. That's cheating. Yeah. Okay, we're going straight to Nedbank. Mr. Visnake. Can we give him a big round of applause as he makes his way on stage? Nedbank. All our sponsors, that are here, I'm benefiting from them. When I was building a house, I had a shortage of money, so I asked a loan from Nedbank because they work with Build It. So I got that small loan. So thank you, sir, because you are here. Can we give him another big round of applause? Thank you.
His Worship the Mayor, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, and most especially the class of 2020, matric class of 2021. It is my pleasure to extend a warm welcome to you all to the Matric Awards ceremony of eThekwini region as we, Nedbank, formally present our sponsorship to the top learners. My name is Vis Naik. I work for the Nedbank Corporate and Investment Banking, and we are the proud bankers of eThekwini. I'm also here in my capacity as a parent as well, so it's also a very proud moment for me. Congratulations to you all. Allow me to wish you well for your future journey in life, and life is about hard work. Though you will agree that holidays are a very good part of it, and I'll come back to the holidays. Nedbank is happy to donate to this event that acknowledges your excellent efforts, and making this donation is in line with our goal as a bank to use our money to do and expertise to do good. Earlier this week, I'm proud to let you know that Nedbank was in KwaZulu-Natal to launch an inspiring entrepreneurship development initiative designed to create a knowledge foundation, providing mentorship and eventually open markets to Black women-owned SMEs operating in the tourism sector. Now you see why holidays are important. Given the devastating impact of COVID-19 on our economy, mainly the tourism sector, I'm delighted that this initiative, driven by Nedbank and our partners, will help to kickstart a sector that's sorely in need of a massive lift. Friends, as Nedbank, we will work together to do good. I am proud that we are here to congratulate these matriculants on the start of an exciting new post-school opportunity. Allow me to briefly talk about our role as a green bank. At the end of 2019, we undertook a comprehensive self-assessment led by our Nedbank Foundation, Nedbank's primary CSI arm, to identify the green economy as a sustainable and meaningful overarching theme around the group's entire CSI strategy, an approach that could be used going forward. The decision was to anchor Nedbank CSI efforts in the green economy was based on the recognition that the green economy is much more than just an environmental issue, but rather a key enabler of South Africa's economic growth, social upliftment, and inclusion. The strategy was realigned and our CSI investment support is the key strategic levers underpinning the strategies against agriculture, energy, water, and waste. Much more than just environmental sustainability, the green economy represents interconnection between the economic growth, social protection, and the preservation of our natural ecosystem. Our CSI strategy is therefore founded on a vision to harness the green economy as a catalyst for sustainable economic growth. Its vision is underpinned by two key ambitions. Number one, to grow entrepreneurship within the green economy, and number two, to grow employment through skills and development of the green economy. To this end, the Nedbank Foundation has already identified several suitable projects and programs such as the Bushlev Farmers Academy, a Limpopo-based program addressing the key constraints and that many developing farmers are facing. We have helped them to overcome these strategies through skills transfer, training, coaching, mentoring, and startup funding. 10 emerging farming businesses are supported, which in turn has created 50 new jobs to eradicate the high rate of poverty and unemployment in the rural area. As a green bank, this initiative nails our colors to the mast, and we want to make a difference throughout South Africa via our green economy strategy. Dear matriculants, as you celebrate your success and pursue your goals, I encourage you to roll up your sleeves and consider working with us one day to ensure that you drive the pillars of our green economy strategy. Some of the examples of us using our expertise to do good include the YES initiative. Having partnered with YES, the Youth Empowerment Service Initiative, Nedbank welcomed over 3,000 young people into the company since 2019, giving them work opportunities either internally or through our implementation partners. We are proud of the organizations we have partnered with to use our financial expertise to do good. Then there's also our Money Secrets campaign, which South Africans are talking about, making money as a first step to making the positive and sustainable money management changes. In addition, as explained earlier, Nedbank is a proud supporter and partner of the SA Tourism and our implementation to help bring in much needed transformation into the tourism sector. I thank you and I wish you all very well to help grow the economy, create jobs, and above all, show people the wonders of our beautiful land. Thank you.
Whatever you do, don't work for a bank, because even if you got paid, your money is still at work. Yeah. So let's ask our Coca-Cola sponsor, Mr. Sam Nkosi. Thank you.
Your Worship, the Mayor, Councillor Wonke, principals, and the students. My name is Samuel Nkosi. I work for Coca-Cola Beverages South Africa as a corporate social investment specialist for the Costa region. So the Costa region is KZN and Eastern Cape combined. I would like to thank the eThekwini municipality for inviting us today. As a company, we are invested in creating a better shared future for our youth. It is an honor and privilege to be here and witness the top 10 students from both the eThekwini district as a whole and from the disadvantaged schools. To the recipients today, we are confident that with your strong matric foundation and capabilities, you will help our country to grow and prosper. I always tell my kids that I don't worry if I don't find my other qualifications, but as soon as I lose my matric certificate, then I get worried. It's easier to get other qualifications, even to phone the schools or email them for your other certificates, but for your matric, it is difficult. We as a company, we are very much involved with the communities where we live. I'm happy to announce today that we have launched the Study Buddy Fund, which, by the way, is only exclusive to the Inc. area for now. As we all know, as an African, I have about 4 brothers who live in different suburbs. But if something happens to one of my brothers, the only person that will tell me what happened is the neighbor. So as a company which is situated in Wamashu, so we will start with our neighbors. So for those who are in Inc. today, please make sure that you see me before I leave. Okay, before I leave, I would like to leave you with the words from one of the poets, Atticus. Go forth and conquer, for the world is small, and you are the giant. And every step you take, you'll make the ground shake as it rises to meet you. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Baba Nkosi. On my program, I see a lot of Dlaminis, but it's okay. No nepotism there, it's just a coincidence. MC is a Dlamini, and then MTN is Dlamini, Coca-Cola is a Dlamini. Yo, Dlaminis are all over. Would like to call our last sponsor, AfriSam, Miss Senzi Mabaso. Can we give her a big round of applause? Wahamba nathi siyabonga
Siyabonga Jesu, siyabonga ngonyama yezulu, siyabonga Jesu, siyabonga, siyabonga Jesu, siyabonga ngonyama yezulu, siyabonga Jesu, siyabonga. Without repeating what has been said by our would like to take this opportunity and greet you all in the wonderful name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Indeed, 2021 was one of the most difficult years that we've ever seen. But on the same note, it's not a coincidence that we're all part of that year, which is still not a coincidence that we are here today. Congratulations, Matric of 2021. As I was sitting down, I was listening to my colleagues from the private sector, our sponsors. It's as if we shared what we would say in the podium today. That shows that there's a connection. We're all aiming for one goal, and that is success. Bantabam, our brothers and sisters, as you go out there, don't lose your identity. I'm not talking about this identity, the ID. I'm talking about who you are. When you go out there, don't be lost in this world. Remember your purpose in life. Don't be too hard on yourself when you stumble and fall. Pick yourself up, try again. Try again. We need you guys to take a bait from our parents, from us as your elder sisters and brothers. We need to keep our South Africa moving forward, peacefully, with love, respect, caring for one another. With that, viva South Africa, viva.
Siyabonga kakhulu, another big round of applause for AfriSem. So AfriSem produce cement, am I right? So niyasipho cement esabafundi. Alright. Ufike no cement lapha eKZN. Mobone crack nje uvale lapha. Siyabonga kakhulu siswami. Thank you so much. As we continue with our program, we'll have entertainment. Are you ready for entertainment? Okay, DJ ungabudlala music noma amapiano nje kancane sisalungisa lapha nalapha ya noma igqom nje yabo sithi nje kancane DJ sithi nje asabe DJ ngizondansela vele. I'm a good dancer, guys, I promise you. I'm a good dancer. Asabe DJ. All right. Those who know gospel, those who know KZN, South Africa music industry, they know this guy. He's been doing very well all the way from KZN, Harry Gwala, but stays in Durban by the name of Jumba. Let's give him a big round of applause. When of course we are, Sam.
Sanibonani. Ake sinyakaze sonke. Ungithathe down ndingelutho. Wangibeka high, wangenza umuntu khubeka Nkosi usiphumelelise. Ufuna ukuzwa sicula sonke sithi ungithathe down ndingelutho. Wangibeka high, wangenza umuntu khubeka. Hayi baba khona yini abantu abazonyakaza. Akasisho sonke sithi ungithathe down ndingelutho. Wangibeka high, wangenza umuntu khubeka. Amazwa abantu benkulu bethi ungithathe down ndingelutho. Wangibeka high, wangenza umuntu khubeka. Hayibo. Ungithathe down ndingelutho. Wangibeka high, wangenza umuntu khubeka. Wena Nkosi, uyazi. Hayibo, wena Nkosi, uyazi. Wena Nkosi, uyazi. Wena Nkosi, uyazi. Wena Nkosi, wena Nkosi, wena Nkosi, uyazi.
what a great performance. Can we give him another big round of applause? Jumbo, young and talented guy, and we couldn't bring anyone besides him because, after everything, we need to thank God. We need to revive our spirits because it's been really not a great year for many people because of this COVID pandemic. Without wasting our time, I would like to take this opportunity to call our eThekwini municipality mayor, his worship, the mayor, Mxolisi Kaunda, our councillor. Can we give him a big round of applause? Our mayor, Ubaba Wetu, Usodolopa, Siyabonga kakhulu. We can all rise for our mayor. This is the man who's behind all this success program, obviously in partnership with his office sponsors and everyone involved. Thank you so much, Mayor, to do this event now and again. Siyabonga kakhulu.
I remind him that I'm his stepfather, so why is he running away? You may be seated, colleagues. Thank you. I think it is safe for me to take off my mask when I'm here. I'm alone because out of 4 waves in South Africa, I received 3. But we are still surviving. Thank you very much, Program Director Babumzizi. I can see your 2 choir that you are bringing here on stage that is still part of your committee. Can you give him a big round of applause? Have you seen a program director in ICC carrying a 2 choir book? So I'm sure it's your first experience, but it's part of making us laugh. Thank you very much. Because I've been asking myself, why this guy brought this 2 choir? Or is starting to prepare to go and finish his matric. Thank you very much, Jumbo, for welcoming me on stage. You occupied a top position in top 10. You were number 2, eh? Let's give him a big round of applause. In top 10, he became number 2. So we thank those who voted for him so that he became number 2. Our Honorable Speaker of our municipality, Ubaba Unyawose, Councillor Madlala, the Chairperson of Governance in our municipality, the Acting City Manager on behalf of the City Manager here, but who's the DCM for Governance, Ubaba Ucele. If there are colleagues that have not recognized all councillors present, let me also greet the senior management of our municipality led by DCM Cele and all other senior managers present. Professor Ngubane, last year when we had this event, you were Dr. Ngubane. Let's also give him a big round of applause for his academic achievements. If you can revert to your program of last year, he was written Dr. Ngubane. Today is Professor Ngubane. So this municipality invests on its own personnel, and he has produced so many PhDs in the municipality here in eThekwini. The senior management of education department present, accompanied by school principals and the school governing body representatives, organized labor, our sponsors, whom we can't survive without, uDadewethu Bosidlamini from MTN, ngiyithandile indlela oyifake ngayo le ukuthi sithole nje iSIM card. Let's also greet Mr. Vesnik from Nedbank, our banker as a city, ABI Coca-Cola, Mr. Sam Kosi. Coca-Cola, they are not only providing the sweet soft drinks to us. I was with them last year when we launched their sponsored program in Ward 3 Mzinyati area of water program to provide locals with water, clean potable water. So we are happy to continue to work with you. AfriSem, you must also release your own CD, Senzi Mabaso. She sings very well. So I've been noticing you in all these events, and I'm counting how you've been consistent in terms of providing us with entertainment whilst we have not hired you to do that. So we owe you. So, but thank you very much for being here. Colleagues, the learners who are here, our heroes and heroines who have made us proud as eThekwini municipality and the province of KwaZulu-Natal, since number one of the province comes from here in eThekwini. Let's welcome them by a big round of applause to congratulate them. Members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, we are honored to join you today as we celebrate yet another important occasion where we recognize and honor the matric class of 2021. Through the eThekwini Matric Excellent Awards, the municipality seeks to encourage and inspire young people to want to emulate these top achievers. I must express my words of gratitude to you, Baba Mnguni, Dr. Mnguni, for having come here and availed yourself singijontshile nje ngesikhathi somsebenzi kunokwenza because we are on call sesiyabona ngawo usukuma sekubaleka mase khona icall engenile by taking your time to come here and inspire the young ones, especially our matriculants of 2021, and give them a message of support to what they need to do when they get into that world. It's a new world to them, so they need to be thoroughly prepared to navigate in that space. Thank you very much for your words of wisdom that you have shared with them. Let's also give Dr. Mnguni a big round of applause. The class of 2021 has demonstrated that through hard work and dedication, great results can be achieved. Therefore, we want to say congratulations to all of you who have passed and urge those who did not succeed to continue to work towards improving their result through various programs designated by the Department of Education to assist them. Those who could not pass and make it, we want to congratulate them because there are many of those who dropped out, but they were able to sit for exams and wrote exams. Can you give them a big round of applause for that resilience? Colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, education is key in changing the lives of our people for the better. As we strive to create a more equal and prosperous society, we must continue to invest in education. We can only achieve this goal if we all work together as communities, as they say that we always make reference to. It says it takes a village to raise a child. Government, private sector, and all organized labor unions to ensure that no child is left behind. Working together, ladies and gentlemen, we must all ensure that children are at school to learn on time, and teachers are there to teach every day of the week. The beginning of the year is the perfect time to set the tone and outline the rules for all stakeholders in education community. As parents and members of the society, we must play an active role in helping build a brighter future for our children because we also have a responsibility to our children. I'm also a parent standing here. I'm also proud that my daughter made me proud like other parents. She received 5 distinctions as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud of the class of 2021 achievements because we understand the conditions under which they had to work. We We also know that it was not easy during that period. The world, South Africa, not spared, has continued to grapple with COVID-19 pandemic for the past 2 years. We can only imagine the level of anxiety and uncertainty experienced by some of these learners during this tough period as they prepared themselves for the exams. Therefore, we would like to thank the Department of Education and its all stakeholders under leadership of MEC Gwazimshengu, of KwaZulu-Natal, teachers, officials, parents, learners, and organized labor for their collective contribution. But the big thanks goes to our learners for their resilience during this period of pandemic. As a gesture of appreciation, today we are recognizing the hard work of learners and schools who have achieved outstanding results in the following categories. The top 10 matriculants in eThekwini Metro, the top 10 matriculants from disadvantaged background, the most improved schools from disadvantaged communities in the metro, and schools that obtained 100% matric pass rates. Those are the ones who brought us here today. In recognition of their efforts, the top 10 learners from disadvantaged background will receive a full bursary. When we talk about full bursary, it includes everything. Fanube ne pocket money. Tina sasiti pocket money, abanye batu kuyakera bona baba ne stipend. It's a sophisticated word. It's no longer pocket money or siyakera. Most universities called stipend. So that's what we are going to offer to them as people who have made us proud today. This bursary will cover registration, accommodation, and tuition fees, as I've explained. The current government, led by the ANC in this municipality, will also give them laptops. And a 1,000 rand voucher. Eyokuthi nje bethola ama-toiletries, bethola into ey'ncane zokuqoqa ukuthi beye endleleni be-university. Our top 10 matriculants in the entire metro will receive vouchers, tablets provided by MTN, and trophies, not tomorrow, today. The most improved schools from disadvantaged communities will also receive science kits, which will be delivered to those schools as we register them. But those who are not doing science, they will indicate their need. We'll just respond to that need that they are looking for. This is eThekwini municipality. Ladies and gentlemen, we are fully aware that most of our schools in townships and in deep rural areas are not equipped with science laboratories, as well as the science, and these science kits that will be providing will go a long way in assisting learners to improve their marks on science subjects in particular. In an effort to assist needy students, the municipality has established a student relief fund wherein students can apply for assistance with registration fee at public institutions. Institutions of higher learning. Manje nati focus ingapha kwi-public institutions. So most we are usuku afford. So we must close the gap where it's much needed. The fund also assists returning students with 10% payments towards an old debt to enable them to be at institutions while applying for further funding to settle the remaining debt. So, ikona leo gap market where you can't continue because you are owing the university. So we are able to come in with 10% of your debt to try and negotiate on your behalf so that as you continue to look for other funding, you'll be able to be sustained in continuing with your studies in the university. We may take like the registration fee. Other universities, 2,500, others 3,500, others 4,500. So that on its own is an injection to ascertain that there's no one who's locked out of the doors of higher education. Colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, we pride ourselves as the city since we started these initiatives in year 2000. We have been able to assist more than 20,000 learners who are now contributing positively to the development of our society, and who have changed the material conditions of their families. More than 20,000. Program Director will remain steadfast and committed to use education as a catalyst for addressing the imbalances of the past. It is true that through education, individuals and communities will be able to change their circumstances for the better. To the learners, we have not only made our parents, your parents, and families proud, but the whole nation is rooting for you to succeed as you chart a new path towards securing your careers. Remember, you carry the hopes and aspirations of the whole nation for a better life. You must be a change agent wherever you go. But as your mayor, we want you to become a good ambassador of this city when you go to the university. Represent us very well. Asinganilandike sekuthiwa say drop out. Sefanele sokulanda ke manje because we also support you and give you necessary support to remain in the university up until you conclude your studies. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, today is not a day for speeches. We are celebrating the work that our children have presented before us. We wish you success in your future as you pursue academic excellence and work towards making our country a world leader. We are confident that once you complete your studies, you will come back and positively contribute to the growth and development of our municipality. With these few words, we congratulate you. You are our heroes and our heroines. You deserve a big, big, big round of applause. Thank you very much. Mfutheleni kumzizi lapha. Umboko. Siyabonga.
Siyabonga kakhulu Mayor wethu umbimbi Baba Kaunda. Thank you so much for those wonderful words of hope. Nama gifting nje amahle kangaka. Yazi umuntu wawuphasa early umatric ingakajajulwa kangaka. Umuntu bezoyidamuzela. But nonetheless, congratulations guys. We're going straight to awards. This item doesn't need your prayers because nothing can change. We already printed the certificate, so we'll get what you need to get. So we'll start with schools that's improved with more than 30%. I would like to ask, with respect, Councillor to come on stage and assist me in handing over these achievements. Like I said, we'll start with more than 30%. It's a dropped, not because they like, just because of